The 2023 Strasburg Express are on the air from First Bank Park in Strasburg, Virginia. It is the 2023 Strasburg Express and the Valley Baseball League. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to First Bank Park here in Strasburg, Virginia. And a happy Father's Day to all those fathers and father figures out there. Thank you for everything you do. We get ready for baseball here tonight with a matchup between the visiting 8-6 Winchester Royals and the 9-5 Strasburg Express. Strasburg's coming off a loss last night, their first in 7 games as they lost to the Turks 3-2. Meanwhile, Winchester lost a heartbreaker at Covington in extra innings on a walk-off grand slam. So both teams playing well this year and trying to bounce back here tonight on Father's Day. On the mound tonight for the Express is Braxton Shelton. Braxton is out of the University of Alabama, Birmingham, from Fort Morgan, Colorado. He will get the start here tonight for the Express. Starting lineup for the Winchester Royals. Leading off and playing shortstop is J.C. Cologne. Batting second and playing left field is Jack Hay. Batting third is Chandler Ballinger, the first baseman. Batting fourth, the third baseman, Tyler Cox. Batting fifth is David Stokely, the catcher. First pitch is in there for a called strike as we start an hour early tonight at 6:02 or 58 minutes, however you want to look at it. 0-1 the count. And that's outside. Josh Hogue, the center fielder, will bat 6th. Evan Smith, the right fielder, will bat 7th. Danny Baez, the second baseman, will bat 8th. And batting 9th for the Royals, the DH, Cade Hamilton. The pitch is in there for a strike. And it's 1-2 to J.C. Cologne. Cologne takes outside. Cologne from Delaware State University. 2-2 from Shelton. Swing and a high fly, left center, coming in. De Los Santos makes the catch. And there is one out here in the top of the first inning. Defensive alignment tonight behind the starting pitcher, Braxton Shelton. Irigoyen is in left, De Los Santos is in center, and Friend is in right. O'Shaughnessy's in the hot corner at third. LaSala's at short, Parker's at second, Castillo's at first, and Vaughn is doing the catching. Here is the left fielder, Jack Hay. Hay out of Alabama State University from Parkland, Florida. 6-foot lefty, 195. Hay batting .500 on the summer with 5 RBIs, 11 for 22. That misses up high. Braxton Shelton's numbers coming in too tonight. 10 innings, 9 strikeouts, and a 1.80 ERA. 1-1 to the lefty Jack Hay. Pitch, swing, and a liner right up the middle, and it's a 1-out single. So the first hit of the night for the Royals. Hit number 22 for Jack Hay in 23 tries.
First baseman from Alderson Broaddus, number 33, Chandler Ballinger.
Here's Chandler Ballinger, the first baseman. First pitch, and that is fouled back. Ballinger out of Boyce, Virginia. 6'3 lefty, 215. From Alderson Broaddus University. 0-1. Fouled back. It is 0-2. If I'm thinking correctly, Braxton Shelton, I believe he started, Shelton started last Sunday. He went 6 strong innings, 7 hits, no runs, no walks, and 4 strikeouts. He induced 4 double plays. So he was a ground ball guy last week. That's fouled back. So he's pitching 1 week from the Mercy Rule win for Strasburg last Sunday against the Waynesboro Generals. No score here in the top of the first. Winchester with their visiting green unis. Quick throw over and back in safely. New unis this year for the Royals. They went from the light green and the yellow to a little bit different shades, as that's a swing and a miss as Ballinger goes down on strikes, and there are 2 outs in the first.
Baseman from Eckerd College, number 14, Tyler Cox.
The batter's Tyler Cox, the third baseman. Cox out of Eckerd College from Winfield, West Virginia, 6'1 lefty, 205. And back in there safely. And a swing and a miss. It is 0-1. And 1 the count to Tyler Cox. And that is up high, 1-1.
Hang on to your admission tickets.
Again, thank you for joining us here tonight. I'm Kyle Gutschall. You can watch this game live on YouTube, on the YouTube app. If you search up Strasburg Express, you can watch us on Facebook, or you can listen to us on Stretch Internet. 1-1, way inside, 2-1. Other games tonight here in the Valley League at 7 o'clock, Waynesboro's at Covington. Also at 7, Stanton's at Front Royal, and Percival's at Woodstock. 7:30, Newmarket's at Harrisonburg. And also at 7:30, Charlottesville's at Culpeper. 2 balls and a strike from Shelton. That's fouled away, and it is 2-2. We'll take a look at the Valley League standings whenever we get a moment. Strasburg coming in still at the top of the league at 9-5, even after last night's loss to Harrisonburg, as Strasburg's struggles have continued here at home in 2023. 2-2. Check swing, ball outside. The count's full, 3-2. Strasburg has lost 5 games this season. 4 of those have come right here in Strasburg. Their only other loss was on the road at Winchester. 3-2, runner's going to be moving. The pitch to Cox. Strike 3 called, and the half inning is over. 2 strikeouts for Braxton Shelton. Royals with a hit. They leave 1. We go to the bottom of the first. Strasburg coming up. Logan Griffith is on the mound for the Royals. Welcome back to Strasburg as we go to the bottom of the first. Logan Griffith is on the mound tonight for the Royals.
DH from Winthrop, number 11, Ty Hooks.
Excuse me, Ethan Griffith, according to Point Streaks. I think on the lineup card it said Logan, so I don't know if he goes by. No, don't know how I messed that up. Ethan Griffith is on the mound for the Royals, and the first pitch misses. Let me correct that before I say hit the wrong name all night. Griffith out of Wright State Lake from Fort Pierce, Florida, 1-0. And that misses inside. Lineup tonight for the Express. Leading off is the DH Ty Hooks. Batting second, the first baseman Victor Castillo. Batting third and playing right field, it's Jacob Friend. Cleanup hitter tonight, the center fielder Joe De Los Santos. That pitch misses, 3-0. Batting fifth, Michael O'Shaughnessy, the third baseman. Batting sixth and doing the catching, it's Logan Vaughn. Seventh, Jojo Irigoyen, the left fielder. Batting eighth, the second baseman Anthony LaSala. And batting ninth and playing second base, it's Cade Parker. Ty Hooks takes a strike, and the count is 3-1. Ty Hooks comes in batting .272. He's 9 for 33 with 6 RBIs out of Rock Hill, South Carolina. That is fouled back, and the count is full, 3-2. Griffith's numbers coming in, 6 1/3 innings pitched, 6 strikeouts, and a 4.27 ERA. He works from the stretch, 3-2 to Hooks. Fouled back. It will remain 3-2. Defensive alignment behind Griffith. Hayes in left, Hogues in center, and Smith is in right. Cox is at third, Cologne's at short, Baez at second, Ballinger at first, and Stokely behind the plate. 3-2. Swing and a ground ball to short. Fielded by Cologne on a hop. Throw to first is in time. And there's one out here in the first.
Baseman number 1, Victor Castillo.
1 up, 1 down for Strasburg. Here's Victor Castillo, the first baseman. Castillo was 1 for 4 last night with a single, and Strasburg's losing effort. 5'11" lefty is Castillo. First pitch, breaking ball in there, 0-1. Strasburg 9-5, Winchester right behind them at 8-6. 0-1. Swinging on a pitch away, he was late, picked up at third by the third baseman Cox, throws it across to first in time, and there are now quickly 2 outs in the first.
The third baseman from Davidson, number 13.
Comes Jacob Friend. Friend is out of Davidson from Arlington, Virginia. 6'1" lefty, 190. Friend was 0 for 4 in last night's game. Actually, checked that 0 for 3, had a walk in the 6th. He had been hot coming into the game as that one misses outside, 1-0. Strasburg relies on Friend for some production. Middle of the lineup. Pitch. That is a low strike. Friend asked, was that bottom? Yeah, that was nearly in the dirt. 1-1. The pitch. Swing and a hard ground ball to short. Cologne will gobble it up, throw it to first in time, and the Express go down 1-2-3 on 3 ground outs in the bottom of the first. We're scoreless. We go to the second. Winchester coming up. We move on to the top of the second inning. The catcher, David Stokely, leads it off for the Royals in a scoreless game. Stokely, the catcher, comes in at 6'5", 230. And he takes low. It's 1-0. Stokely batting .437. That's outside. 2-0 now. Stokely out of Palm Harbor, Florida. 2-0 the count from Shelton. And a high pop-up in the left. Irigoyen barely has to move. Now he'll come in a couple of steps. He'll make the catch. And there's one out here in the second.
Now batting the center fielder from Santa Fe College, number 22, Joshua Hogue.
The batter's Josh Hogue, the center fielder. Hogue out of Santa Fe College from North Palm Beach, Florida. So another Floridian. Pitch outside, 1-0. So Shelton having to work from behind a little bit here early in this ball game. The righty deals. Swing, and that is crushed into right. It's a base hit as it'll take a high hop off of one of the holes out there in right field. It'll be a one-out single for the Royals. Second consecutive inning they've picked up a one-out single.
University of West Virginia, number 30, Evan Smith.
Here is Evan Smith. And that's a strike, 0-1. Smith, yeah, he's a new arrival. He has no average, no stats yet as he pops it up. And that is out of play. They don't have him listed on our printout roster here that was printed out, according to this, 4 days ago. Yeah, I forgot today's a Sunday, so we don't have too much info on the batter, Evan Smith, other than he's a lefty. And he's batting here. Throw over and safely back into first is Hogue. I can find out here where he's from. And a swing and a miss. He struck him out. Another punch out for Shelton. And there are 2 outs. Pitch is a called strike, 0-1. Evan Smith out of West Virginia University from Ashburn, as that is fouled away. The pitch fouled away for Danny Baez, the second baseman. Baez out of Indian River State College. Another Floridian. Oh, and to the count to Baez. Shelton sets. He deals, runner goes, it is up high, throw to second by Vaughn is on the money. Logan Vaughn throws out the base stealer, Josh Hogue, and the half inning comes to a close. So Shelton allows a one-out single, he picks up a strikeout, and then a caught stealing 2-6 will do it here in the top of the second. Winchester with a hit, but they don't leave anybody. We go to the home half of the second. 4-5-6 coming up for Strasburg. Joe De Los Santos leads it off for the Express in the bottom of the second. He takes a breaking ball down in the ground for a ball. 1-0. Joe De Los Santos from the College of William and Mary from Richmond, Virginia, 5'11" righty, 200 pounds. And he swings and misses. It's 0-1. De Los Santos batting .236 with 3 home runs and 11 RBIs. 9 for 38. Pitch. That is low. 2-1. A little bit of flag movement out there in right center. It's a beautiful day, a little bit warm, and still very dry. Need some rain. We might be getting some this week. 2-1 is outside, 3-1. Dimensions here at First Bank Park. Down the lines, 300 feet. And 2 straightaway center, 365. We saw 2 home runs last night by the Turks, both to left. 3-1 is in for a called strike, 3-2. That pitch that he just took was the one that he crushed twice on opening night. 3-2. That one's too far inside. He has to lunge out of the way. It'll be a leadoff walk to Joe De Los Santos.
Michael O'Shaughnessy.
Here's Michael O'Shaughnessy, the third baseman. And that is lined up the middle past the second baseman into center field. O'Shaughnessy with a single as Hogue will come up and toss it in. It'll be first and second for the Express as O'Shaughnessy doesn't waste any time picking up his first hit.
Logan Vaughn.
Here's Logan Vaughn, the catcher out of Texas A&M Corpus Christi. Vaughn out of Broken Arrow, Oklahoma. 6'1", switch hitting catcher. He will bat from the left side here. He's been swinging it well. He's been very impressive, offensively and defensively. We just saw him throw somebody out a little bit ago. He's 7 for 18, batting .388 with 4 RBIs. He will swing away as the first pitch is up high, 1-0. So De Los Santos at second after the walk, and O'Shaughnessy from Davidson with the base hit. First and second, nobody out. Vaughn awaits the pitch from Griffith, and that is in the dirt. And Ethan Griffith in a little bit of trouble here in the second inning. 21 pitches for Griffith through an inning plus, 11 strikes to 10 balls. Count is 2-0 to Vaughn. And that misses, 3-0. And ball 4. Vaughn draws another walk. He has continued to be patient at the plate this season.
The left fielder from Seminole State College, number 30, JoJo Irigoyen.
So Irigoyen will bat here. I'm kind of shocked they're not at least coming out to talk to Griffith after the bases have been loaded here with nobody out. Irigoyen, the left fielder out of Seminole State College from Orlando, Florida. This is a game of Floridians today. The pitch, breaking ball in there, 0-1. So the bases are loaded for the Express with nobody out. Irigoyen batting .297. He's 11 for 37 with 6 RBIs. Still no home runs yet. 0-1. Swing and a high fly down the left field line towards the corner. Hayes going to make the catch. De Los Santos will come home, and he will make it there easily. The throw comes into third, and the Express lead it on the sac fly. 1-0 here in the bottom of the second.
Now batting the shortstop from the University of Pittsburgh, number 12, Anthony LaSala.
So the leadoff walk comes back to get Griffith. LaSala, the 8-hitter, will bat here. He's the shortstop tonight from the University of Pittsburgh. First and second, 1 out. And he takes a breaking ball in there for a strike. Looks like pitchers are going to be working bottom of the zone tonight. 0-1. The pitch. That is in the dirt, 1-1. One ball, one strike, one out. Man, if LaSala could just bloop one down the right field line, that would be big trouble for the Royals. And he grounds one to short, going to second for one, and that's all they're going to get. So Vaughn out at second on the fielder's choice. O'Shaughnessy up to third, and LaSala reaches. So the Express now with first and third and 2 outs here in the second. And really, if Griffith can get out of this here at just 1 run, that's a win in his book after the Express had the bases loaded and nobody out. Parker batting here, the pitch. Cade takes outside 1-0. Cade Parker out of Georgia Southern University from Panama City Beach, Florida. 1-0. And that is fouled into the netting. He was late. Got a good piece of it, though. 1-1. Parker 8 for 30 on the summer, batting .266 with 3 RBIs. O'Shaughnessy at third, LaSala at first. Runner goes, the pitch is fouled away, and it's 1-2. So a walk, a single, a walk, and then a sac fly with an RBI and a fielder's choice here in the inning for Strasburg. Still getting out hit 2-1, but they're up 1-0. 1-2. Parker gets hit in the back. Gets hit by a breaking ball. And the bases are once again loaded for the top of the lineup. Ty Hooks. So Strasburg has second life here with the bases now once again loaded. Ty Hooks grounded out last inning to start the game, start the bottom of the first. See if Hooks can take one the other way. He's usually good for an oppo shot. Wave and a miss. 0-1. He was way out in front looking for a fastball, and he got the breaking ball. 0-1 the count. 18 strikes to 15 balls for Griffith through an inning and 2/3. 0-1. Hooks takes right down the middle for a strike. 0-2. Griffith a pitch away here in the second. 0-2. That is down low. 1-2. Just a reminder that tomorrow is a league-wide off day. I'm going to have to correct myself. 1-2. And that is up high. Umpire with a little flinch, but it missed. 2-2. There is one game tomorrow. Covington's at Charlottesville. That's a makeup game that was rained out just a few days ago, actually. The same night Strasburg played the Marathon against Purcellville. 2-2, bases loaded, 2 outs. Hooks takes a called strike 3. And Hooks didn't like it. Usually don't see him get visually frustrated, but he was frustrated there. So Hooks goes down looking. Strasburg leaves them loaded. We go to the third. 1-0 Strasburg. We go to the top of the third. Strasburg up 1-0. First pitch to Danny Baez, who will step up again after he was batting when his teammate Josh Hogue was thrown out trying to steal last inning. The count is now 2-0 to Danny Baez, the second baseman. I think Baez was down 2 strikes when Hogue was thrown out stealing, so new life for him here. Now it's 2-0, and he crushes one to right, back and gone. And just like that, this game is tied. He got just enough of it, hitting it over the right field line wall on a line drive. And Danny Baez leads the top of the third off with a solo home run. 1-1 here in the third. New life to say the least.
Now batting the DH from Lawrence Darlington Tech, number 10, Cade Hamilton.
So that didn't last long for Strasburg. Here is Cade Hamilton out of Florence Darlington Tech. 6'3" switch hitter from Lexington, Ohio. He takes outside 1-0. Third hit of the night for the Royals. 1-0, that misses, and time's called. Catcher Vaughn's going to go out and talk to Shelton, see if he can calm him down a little bit. While we have a second look at the standings in the Valley League again, Strasburg first at 9-5. Behind them, a half game back is Charlottesville at 8-5. A game back, Winchester 8-6, Harrisonburg 8-6, and Percival, they've lost 5 in a row. They're 8-6. 2 games back, Woodstock and Front Royal both 7-7. 2.5 out at 6-7 is Covington. 3 out at 6-8 is Waynesboro and Newmarket, and then 4 out last place teams Culpeper and Stanton at 5-9. 2-0 the count. And that is hit into left on his horse's ear going, and that ball is gone. And the Royals have gone back-to-back here in the third inning. Danny Baez and now Cade Hamilton deposits one over the left field wall. It's 2-1 Winchester. Still nobody out here in the third. Four hits now for the Royals.
Shortstop, number 6, J.C. Cologne.
Winchester, one of the better hitting teams in the Valley League. I think they're number 1 or 2 coming into tonight. So you don't want to fall behind too far here if you're Strasburg. After they took the 1-0 lead, that pitch to the leadoff man, J.C. Cologne's a strike, 0-1. Cologne flew out to center his first time up. And he chops one to short. It's going to be a tough play. Lasala on the backhand. Long throw to first is, in time. Close play. Great arm there from Lasala, just beating him. And it's a big first out here in the third. Stops the bleeding for the time being.
Left fielder, number 31, Jack Hay.
Here's Jack Hay, the left fielder. Singled his first time up, right up the middle, past the pitcher, Shelton. And I asked this last night. We've seen so many line drives right past the pitcher this year for Strasburg. When are they going to snag one? The pitch to the lefty Hay is a ground ball back to the mound. Coming off is Shelton. He will throw. High throw, but just in time. Well, he snagged that one, fielding his position. And 2 outs in the third.
First baseman, number 33, Chandler Ballinger.
Chandler Ballinger, the first baseman, comes up. Struck out swinging his first time up in the first. Another tall batter here for the Royals. Comes in at 6'3". And that misses 1-0. 1-0 is in for a strike. One the pitch. Swing and a miss. 1-2. One, two, down low. Well, looking at Shelton's numbers early, he comes in 2 2/3, 4 hits, 2 runs, both earned, no walks, and 3 strikeouts. So he's surrendered a couple of runs, but nothing too bad. 2-2 in the dirt, 3-2. We saw Julian Costa, who came in with really solid numbers last night for Strasburg, give up 3 runs through 6 innings. The bullpen held held it the rest of the way, but Strasburg just didn't have the offense. 3-2 the count to Ballinger, and that is lined hard down the right field line. It's a fair ball, and it's going to be extra bases. Rounding first, on his way to second. Throw to second is not in time. And in there safely at second is Chandler Ballinger, hit number 5 of the night for the Royals. Still 2 outs here in the third.
Third baseman, number 14, Tyler Cox.
It'll be Tyler Cox, the third baseman, trying to get his teammate in from second with 2 outs. So Shelton getting hit around a little bit here in the inning. He's already surrendered 2 runs and just another hit right there with the double. Cox went down looking his first time up. First pitch, breaking ball, misses. Again, Shelton's having to work from behind a whole lot tonight. And it definitely hurts you, especially against a solid hitting team like the Royals have been up to this point. Got to be careful here. Don't want to give up another hit. 1-0, that is in there. Nasty bite on it. And it is 1-1. Shelton looking in for signs, finally comes set. 1-1. In the dirt, 2-1. I think the base umpire was alerting Shelton there before he dealt that he needed to get going with the pitch clock out there. And he takes down low to the backstop. Runner goes to third, throw to third, and fortunately for O'Shaughnessy, he was able to keep in front of him. That ball was nearly thrown into left field. And I mean, really, Vaughn, if he had made a good throw, it would have been a very close play, but he just kind of spiked it. O'Shaughnessy saved a run, and the count is 3-1 as Ballinger moved up on the wild pitch. Not a lot of room in the backstop behind the plate here, so you've got to make a good read, especially if you're going to try to score from third. From the windup, 3-1, and that is a strike on the outside corner, 3-2. Strasburg will send up 3-4-5 in the third inning, bottom of the third. Hopefully for them, only down a run. 3-2 to Cox. Swing and a liner to short and caught as LaSala backpedaled into the outfield to make the catch. The half inning comes to a close. Winchester picks up 2 runs on 3 hits, 2 home runs. They leave a man at third. We go to the bottom of the third. Strasburg now trailing 2-1. Victor Castillo leads it off for Strasburg as we go to the bottom of the third. Express now down 2-1. Castillo grounded out the third his first time up. Comes up hacking and doesn't connect with a breaking ball, 0-1. The count, and fouled back, it's 0-2. Some scores around the big leagues finals today. Mariners beat the White Sox 5-1. Rangers defeated the Blue Jays 11-7. Pirates fell to the Brewers 5-2. Tigers beat the Twins 6-4. 0-2. And just missing. Angels defeated the Royals 5-2. Reds once again beat the Astros 9-7 and 10. The Mets continue to struggle. They lost to the Cardinals 8-7. Castillo hits one down the right field line, but foul. Red Sox beat the Yankees in Game 1 of their twin tilt today, 6-2. Marlins beat the Nationals 4-2. Braves beat the Rockies 14-6. Orioles beat the Cubs 6-3. Ball and 2 strikes to Castillo, and he hits it foul into the netting. 1-2.
Please return all foul balls to the train station. In exchange, you'll get a free spot.
One-two pitch. Castillo hits it in the air. It's going to be a tough play, and there's not going to be a play as it's going to bloop in front of the center fielder, Hogue, as he saw it fall right in front of him. And a leadoff single for Strasburg. That is hit number 2 of the night for the Express.
Number 13, Jacob Friend.
Here's Jacob Friend, the right fielder, grounded out to third, his only time up. First pitch to Friend is popped up foul and out of play.
And if your auto insurance is with Element, you would not worry as to whether or not you were covered for windshield damage.
Oh and 1 with a man at first. Friend takes way inside, 1-1. .45 pitches for Griffith through 2+ innings. He has the lead 2-1, tying run at first though. 1-1, and Jacob takes down low. 2 balls and a strike now. Two one. Off the plate, 3-1. Winchester Royals, the best hitting team in the league. They come in as a team batting .303, which is pretty incredible, really. 3-1. Up high, ball 4. And a walk to Friend. So first and second, nobody out for Joe De Los Santos. So Winchester, the best hitting team average-wise in the league. Strasburg, 6th in the league, batting .261 as a team. Pitch to De Los Santos is a strike. Winchester has 3 home runs on the year. Strasburg has 9. They both have about the same RBIs. Winchester has 148 hits. Strasburg with 124. And a ground ball foul. It is 0-2. Now, pitching-wise, Strasburg's still the best team in the league ERA-wise. They have a 3.64 ERA. The second best team, Harrisonburg, with a 3.88. The worst team, 7.41. 0-2. De Los Santos takes a ball that bounces into the plate. Let's see. Worst team in the league ERA-wise is Culpeper. Woodstock has a 7.01 ERA. Culpeper a 7.41. So 2 teams have over a 7 ERA. Strasburg at 3.64. De Los Santos takes a breaking ball in there for a called strike 3, and Strasburg continuing to have their struggles when men are on base. Here's O'Shaughnessy. O'Shaughnessy singled his first time up. Strasburg, typically this year, they have not had trouble getting guys on base, but they do have, at times, struggles getting guys in. O'Shaughnessy fouls it away. Hello to Waldo, looks like watching from Iceland, trying to watch. Hopefully it's working for you. 0-1 the count to the lefty O'Shaughnessy. He's got 4 RBIs on the year. Make that 3, excuse me. Misses 1-1. After the base hit earlier in the game, he is hitting .267. Castillo at second, Friend at first. 1-1 with 1 out. Swing and a miss. Got him out in front of a breaking ball. 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Griffith trying to get out of trouble again here in this inning. The pitch. Breaking ball misses. 2-2. Looking at our line score here in this one to this point. Winchester 2 runs, 5 hits, and no errors. Strasburg 1 run, 2 hits, and no errors. 2-2 to O'Shaughnessy. Inside, that hit him. And the bases were loaded. O'Shaughnessy was in a 2-2 count. Griffith hit him.
Number 20, Logan Vaughn.
So, again, the Express have the bases loaded. And this is kind of how it felt last year with the Express. You felt that whenever Strasburg would get the bases loaded, there could be an issue for them. And you wouldn't think that about most teams, but at times, even this year, especially the other night at Percival, early, they struggle with the bases loaded. Vaughn, a guy that gets on base a lot. Draws walks. He's been getting hits. And we're going to have a meeting at the mound mid-count as it's 1-0 to Vaughn. Vaughn walked in the second. Again, he comes into this game batting .388, 7 for 18 with 4 RBIs. So he doesn't play every day, but when he does play, he's been taking advantage of his opportunities. So after the meeting at the mound, we will get back to baseball here. One to to Vaughn. And typically you think after meeting at the mound, pitch is going to be grooved right down the middle. Let's see if Vaughn's thinking that way. Nope, it's a pitch in the dirt, 2-0. Two of the count. And a ground ball, a line drive to third. It's caught, and there are 2 outs. A diving play over there by the third baseman, Cox, as he made the catch.
30, JoJo Irigoyen.
Looked like it might have a chance to get through, but instead it's an out. No one can move up, and there are now 2 outs. Here's Irigoyen. JoJo flied out to left his first time up, actually a sac fly, so he did pick up an RBI. First pitch. Swing and a chopper to third, and the half inning is over. Strasburg once again leaves the bases loaded. 5 unassisted. We go to the 4th. 2-1 Winchester. We go to the top of the fourth. Strasburg down 2-1. They have left 6 men on base through 3 innings. David Stokely, the catcher, will bat, and he's quickly ahead 2-0 in the count. Stokely flew out to left on a high fly ball his only time up. 2-0 from Braxton Shelton. And that's in there. Strasburg just has to be more consistent offensively. They've got to score runs, just like last night. You lose 3-2. You got to put up more runs than that. 2-1. Breaking ball high, 3-1. 3-1 to David Stokely, the Winchester catcher. And again, just missing. Leadoff walk.
Center fielder, number 22, Joshua Hogue.
Here's Joshua Hogue, the center fielder. Singled in the second and was caught stealing 2-6 for the third out of that second inning. Looking for a ground ball. He does get it, but it's right into right field. It's a base hit, and the Royals will have first and second and nobody out here in the fourth inning. That is hit number 6 for Winchester.
Right fielder, number 30, Evan Smith.
Looks like a sacrifice situation here for the Royals, you would think. Smith struck out swinging back in the second. He's the right fielder, batting 7th. Might swing away, never know. He's not showing, and he does not, and he crushes one to right field. It is foul. Just foul. He crushed it, but just a little bit too far to the right. Would have been a 3-run home run, as he will walk all the way back to the plate. So a long foul ball. It's 0-1. I guess he's probably not going to be showing bunt after all. 0-1 the count to Smith. This is a long lineup. I mean, the guys coming up next, 8-9, they hit home runs their first time's up. 0-1 from Shelton. And he takes for a strike, and it's now 0-2. 2-1 Royals here in the top of the fourth from Strasburg. We got started tonight at 6:02. And the Royals trying to add some insurance. After the first 2 men reached, leadoff walk in the single. 0-2 is a swing and a miss. He struck him out. And that's the first out here in the fourth. So the sacrifice probably would have been a little bit better, but it's the first out here in the inning as he goes down swinging. Runner still at first and second. Here's Danny Baez, the second baseman. He got just enough of one last time up to line it over the wall and right, and he gets a changeup and swings way out in front, 0-1. Baez will be followed by Cade Hamilton, who crushed one his last time up. Oh, 0-1 fouled back, and now it's 0-2. Oh, 2 the count to the lefty Baez. Shelton deals. It's a ground ball to second. Hop, and Parker bobbles it. And Cade Parker with an error at second base on a ball that would not have been a double play, but definitely would have been an out.
Number 10, Cade Hamilton.
So everybody moves up. Parker had a couple of errors the other night at Percival that ended up hurting Strasburg, although they did come back and win the game. So now the bases are loaded with 1 out for Cade Hamilton. Hit a home run to left field his last time up. First error of the night for Strasburg. And he takes down low for a strike, 0-1. Down low in the bottom of the zone, I should say, for a strike. Oh, 1. And ball outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. 1-1 the count. Bases juiced full of Royals. 1 out. Shelton sets at the belt. He deals, and that is inside, evidently. 2-1. Looking for some consistency here behind the plate for both teams. 2 balls and a strike. Big pitch here. You don't want to fall behind 3-1. And that misses. 3-1. So 3 balls and a strike now to Cade Hamilton. Strasburg down a run, but it could get worse or much worse right here. 3-1 is hit down the left field line. It is a foul ball, and the count is full at 3-2. So he swings away 3-1, knowing he's going to get a pitch to hit, and he fouled it off. So this is a big pitch coming up here for Braxton Shelton. Should be 2 outs, but the error has put Strasburg in a little bit of a tougher spot here. 3-2, 1 out, bases loaded. Hamilton against Shelton. Shelton sets, he deals. Swing, and that is line down the right field line. It's trouble. And the Royals are going to open things up a little bit here. 1 will score, and 2 will score. It's a 2-run double for Cade Hamilton, and Winchester now leads it 4-1 here in the 4th inning. So Stokely and Hogue scoring. Baez up to 3rd, and Hamilton halfway to the cycle. We've got a pitching change here in Strasburg. Bad break for Shelton. Poor defense costing the Express here in the inning. We'll be right back. New pitcher for Strasburg, it's Heath Clevenger. He'll take over for Braxton Shelton. Clevenger, 6'6" righty out of Samford University. So the Royals was second and third and only one out against Clevenger. It's been a combination of issues tonight early in this game. First pitch. That's a strike, 0-1. 0-1 the count to J.C. Cologne. Castillo in at first. The pitch from Clevenger. Up and in, knocking Cologne to his rear end. 1-1. Clevenger comes in 3 1/3, 4 strikeouts and a 2.70 ERA. Strasburg left the bases loaded the last 2 innings, and now we're seeing Winchester come up big with their opportunities. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. The pitch. Swing and a liner, foul down the left field line. 1-2. Strasburg would love to hold it right here at 3 at a 4-1 game and try to get the bats going in the bottom half. 1-2 the count. Baez at third, Hamilton's at second. The pitch. Swing and a ground ball down the third baseline. It's foul. And it will remain 1-2. And that misses. 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. And Cologne will pop it up into right. Slow to get there is Friend, but he won't get there. It drops. Here's the throw to the plate, and it's not in time. Bad read off the bat for Friend, and Strasburg just not playing good baseball here today. RBI bloop single for J.C. Cologne, and it's 5-1.
Left fielder number 31, Jack Hay.
So Baez scoring on the single, and up to third is Hamilton. Jack Hay will bat. Single in the first, ground out in the third. 5-1 Winchester here in the 4th inning. Still only 1 out. And that misses. 1-0. Walk, single, strikeout, error, 2-run double, single, and an RBI here in the inning for the Royals. One and 0. And that's hit foul. 1-1. One ball, 1 strike, 1 out. And back in safely is Cologne at first. Swing and a miss, and the count is 1-2. Clevenger sets, and another throw to first. One, 2. Outside, 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, men on first and third. Runner goes. It's a swing and a line drive down the right field line, and it's going to go from bad to worse for Strasburg. 2 more are going to score for the Royals. It's a 2 RBI double for Jack Hay. And it's 7-1 here in the 4th.
First baseman, number 33, Chandler Ballinger.
So now Hay is halfway to the cycle with a single and a double. And as I mentioned earlier, this is a team, Winchester, you can't give them a bunch of extra opportunities. We've seen really three opportunities extra this inning, as that's a swing and a miss. The leadoff walk to begin with, the error at second base, and then the blue single and right that Friend couldn't get to. So you're giving 3 extra opportunities to the Royals, and they've scored 5 runs here in this inning. 0-1 to Ballinger. And he pops this up down the left field line, and that's going to stay fair. Another run's going to come in to score. It's out of play. It's a double, RBI double for Ballinger, his second double of the night. And it's 8-1. Winchester also doing a great job of dropping the ball in the perfect spots. Regardless, 8-1, still only 1 out.
Tyler Cox.
Tyler Cox will bat. He's 0 for 2. Strikeout looking and a line out to short. Winchester with 10 hits already. The pitch. That's hit foul. Some people start screaming. I don't know if there's someone standing down there. Oh, okay. I know someone was hit down there before that protective netting was placed. 0-1. And a chopper in the box foul, 0-2. To Tyler Cox. Still looking for that second out of the inning. Sets and deals. Swing and a foul back. 6 runs here in the inning for the Winchester Royals. They're up 8-1. They put up 15 against Woodstock about a week and a half ago, and then they came back and went to Woodstock and put up 21 on them in 7 innings. Clevenger trying to get this out here. Now he's going to step off, and they need to go through, run through the signs again. Oh, 2. And that's popped up left side and out of play. Here's some bullpen activity for the Express. Oh, and 2. Cox is the only guy that hasn't batted already here in this inning. That's up high. Final line for Strasburg starter Braxton Shelton. Not his day. 3 1/3, 7 hits, 6 runs, 5 earned, a walk, and 4 strikeouts. And that walk was to lead off this inning. 1-2. Check swing, called strike 3, and that is out number 2 here in the 4th inning.
The catcher, number 35, David Stokely.
Here's David Stokely. He led off the inning with the walk. Ended up scoring one of the 6 runs for Winchester. Runners still in the corners. Correction. The pitch. And that's a strike. 0-1 the count. And that is a hard hit ground ball foul past the head coach Mike Smith in the third base coach's box. Still 0-2. Clevenger threw a third of an inning. He's at 21 pitches, 16 strikes to 5 balls. 0-2 the count. Stokely awaits. And he takes up high. 1-2. One-two is just a little nubber to short. Charging LaSala on the bare hand throw to first, and they're fortunate. Stokely doesn't run too well as they gun him out at first, and the half inning is over, but not before extreme damage is done by the Royals. They score 6 runs in the top of the 4th inning, and they now lead it 8-1 as we go to the home half of the 4th.
Shortstop, number 12, Anthony LaSala.
We go to the bottom of the 4th. Strasburg with a lot of work to do. They'll send up 8-9-1. LaSala, Parker, and Hooks. LaSala awaits the pitch, and it's in the dirt. So suddenly, Ethan Griffin, who battled a lot of trouble the last 2 innings, is now looking like he's in great shape to get a win as long as he can get through 5 innings. That one misses up high, 2-0. 2 balls and no strikes. LaSala reached on a fielder's choice his first time up, and he will line one into center for a base hit. So Strasburg starts off the bottom of the 4th strong with a single for LaSala out of the 8th spot. Here's Cade Parker. Parker was hit by a pitch back in the 2nd, and he was later left there. Strasburg with now 3 hits tonight. They've left 6 men on base. Good time to start chipping away. Parker pops one up. Center field. Hogue calls off the right fielder Smith. He makes the catch. And there's one out here in the 4th.
Now batting the DH, number 11, Ty Hooks.
And Hooks fouls it off. Oh and 1. LaSala at first. Way outside. 1-1. Foul out away, 1-2. Ball and 2 strikes. And that misses, 2-2. Two is down low, 3-2. That's over his head, ball 4. So the Express
First baseman, number 1, Victor Castillo.
have first and second and 1 out. Here in the 4th. Well, one way to think about it, you hit a home run here and you're within 1 swing again if they could get a grand slam, make it 8-8. Castillo with first and second and 1 out. And he takes fastball right down the middle, 0-1. Castillo 1 for 2 tonight, single back in the 3rd. And that skips to the plate. You think back to last Sunday's game where Strasburg won in 8 innings against Waynesboro 10-0. Seemed like a lot was going right for Strasburg. They were hitting the ball well. They were dropping it in, blooping it. It's like a complete opposite. Yeah, getting 4 double plays turned. I mean, everything went right. This week on Sunday, it is not going well to this point. Still a lot of game left as that one misses 2-1. That's in the dirt, 3-1. I think if you're Castillo here, if it's center cut, drive it, but if not, take your walk. And he swings it, I think, a ball and fouls it off, 3-2. Yeah, we don't really know. It's been inconsistent. So the count is full, 3-2 for Castillo. First and second, 1 out. Strasburg down 8-1 here in the bottom of the 4th. Griffith trying to once again become the greatest escape artist of all time. And Castillo swings at ball 4 in the dirt, and that is out number 2. 2 outs. Here's Jacob Friend. Friend with a ground out in the 1st and a walk in the 3rd. And that misses 1-0. One of the count. That's in the dirt, 2-0. Misses inside. 3-0. You think it's safe to say this is a take here? No? Maybe not. You're down 7. You might as well just swing away, I guess. 3-0. He takes for a ball. And the bases are loaded. This is another bases loaded opportunity. The 3rd consecutive inning.
Joe De Los Santos.
And I don't know if Mike Smith wants to try his luck a 3rd time. They're going to leave Griffith in here. De Los Santos will come up. And that's going to be it. So Griffith with an 8-1 lead, not going to get through 4. Not going to try his luck a 3rd time. Royals go to the bullpen. We will be back after this for the pitching change. Pitching change for the Royals here with the bases loaded and 2 outs. It's Crew Wilson coming in. Wilson from Stephen F. Austin out of West Monroe, Louisiana. 6'2", righty, 210. He'll take over here as the Royals lead at 8-1, and Strasburg threatening for the 3rd straight inning with the bases loaded. They haven't scored the prior 2 innings with the bases loaded. Joe De Los Santos batting, and he takes a high strike. De Los Santos walked and scored a run in the 2nd, went down looking on strikes last inning in the 3rd. LaSala at 3rd, Hooks at 2nd, Friend is at 1st. 0-1. Outside, 1-1. All 3 base runners are the starter, Ethan Griffin's responsibility. De Los Santos with 1 swing could make this a much more manageable game. Crew Wilson sets, 1-1. That's up high, 2-1. Wilson's numbers on the season: 7 1/3, 9 strikeouts, and a 6.14 ERA. 2 balls and a strike to the center fielder, De Los Santos. Swing and a ground ball to short. Going to 2nd, and the half inning is over. Strasburg once again leaves the bases loaded. They have left 9 men on base tonight. We go to the 5th. It's 8-1 Winchester. We go to the top of the 5th inning. Joshua Hogue, the center fielder, will lead it off. He is 2 for 2 with 2 singles and a run scored tonight. Royals up big, 8-1 here on Father's Day. Sunday night baseball from Strasburg. 1-0. Swing and a miss. Clevenger still in the mound for the Express. One the count. Swing and a foul back. He was well out in front of that. Just got a piece. 1-2. One-two is hit well into right center field, and that ball is gone off the netting in front of the scoreboard. And the Royals just continue to pound the baseball here tonight. A towering fly ball to right field that just snuck out of here, and it's 9-1 Royals. So Hogue is now 3 for 3.
Evan Smith.
Well, here's Evan Smith, the right fielder. He's one of the only guys that really hasn't done much tonight for the Royals. 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts. He takes a strike. Cox is 0 for 3. Smith is 0 for 2. Smith is the one that hit the nearly 3-run home run earlier in this game. So he does have the power to drive it out. We'll see if he can do so. 0-1. That's in the dirt. 1-1. And fouled off the pole. 1-2. We'll get a look at some scores around the Valley League here tonight. And nothing really happening yet, so we'll check back in a little bit. Again, just a reminder, if you see the comments in the Facebook chat telling you to click on a link to watch games and stuff, do not click on those. It's scammers and spammers that have nothing better to do than, well, be dishonest. That's up high 2-2. So we go through and try to remove all those spam links. So if you see anything that says live stream or any of that, just ignore it. We'll try to get it filtered out. 2-2 to Evan Smith, and he turns on one again out in front, and it's foul. That ball falling over near the Little League field. Still 2-2. Might have to get to our history notes before the 7th tonight. We'll see about that. 2-2 coming up to Smith. Off the plate, it's 3-2. And he walked him.
Second baseman, number 3, Danny Baez.
Here comes Danny Baez. Baez, the second baseman. He's 1 for 2 tonight, a home run in the third. He reached on an error in the fourth. He has 2 runs scored and an RBI. And he takes for a strike, 0-1. Top of the 5th from Strasburg. Royals up big, 9-1. One swing could give them a much better advantage, as that is popped up in the infield. Base runner has to hurry back to first, and he'll get there safely. So a pop up in the infield to shortstop, and there's one out.
DH number 10, Kate Hamilton.
So I guess Winchester's trying hit and runs up 9-1? Or a straight steal? Okay. So man at first for Cade Hamilton. He's had a good night. He's 2 for 2 with a double and a home run. 3 RBIs and 2 runs scored. Oh, 1. Swing and a miss. 0-2. Oh, 2 to Hamilton. Runner goes. The pitch is a ball and a stolen base, as Vaughn couldn't get the ball out of his hand. So Evan Smith with the stolen base. He's up to second. 1-2, runner goes again, swing and a miss, and stealing third is Smith. So there are 2 outs as Hamilton is finally retired. Back to the top of the lineup, it's J.C. Cologne. And that's a strike, 0-1. And strike 2, the umpire says. Oh, 2 to Cologne. He's 1 for 3 tonight with a single and an RBI and a run scored. That is outside. Is it? Oh, okay. 1-2. Batter really shouldn't have touched that ball there, I don't think. One, two. Swing and a line drive, picked up on the short hop, backhand throw to first. Not in time as the ball gets away. Run will score, and it's 10-1. It'll be an infield single and an RBI. That is hit number 12 for the Royals. Good hustle, and sliding into first, or diving into first, was Cologne. First pitch is fouled away. Jack Hay. Single, a double, 2 RBIs, and a run scored. Oh and 1. That is a called strike, and it's 0-2. Oh, and 2 the count. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and the half inning comes to a close. But not before. Winchester continues to tack on. They score 2 more runs on 2 hits, no errors, and they leave 1 man on base. We go to the bottom of the 5th. 10-1 Winchester. Michael O'Shaughnessy leads it off for the Express as we go to the
special guest to introduce you to.
Bottom of the 5th. O'Shaughnessy, Vaughn, and Irigoyen due up for the Express against Crew Wilson, who came in last half inning, got the last out. And that's called a strike.
Whoa.
0-1 the count to O'Shaughnessy. He's been on twice tonight. That's outside. 1-1. One pitch. Swing and a pop-up fouling out of play. It's 1-2. One-two pitch. That's outside. 2-2. Winchester, 2 in the third, 6 in the fourth, 2 in the fifth. Strasburg, once upon a time, they led this game 1-0. Very temporary. 2-2. And that is lined right at the second baseman. That's an atom ball. Everything going wrong for the Express here tonight. One up, one down. Here's the catcher, Logan Vaughn. A walk in the second, line out to third in the third. First pitch. That misses. Similar to the last AB where it was called in the zone. One 0. And that is blooped into left, and Logan Vaughn has picked himself up another hit. First hit of the night, but continues to swing a hot bat this summer.
Fielder number 30, JoJo Irigoyen.
That is hit number 4 for the Express here tonight. Here comes JoJo Irigoyen, the left fielder. He's 0 for 1. Sac fly and an RBI in the second. Ground out the third and the third.
She's running all over the place. Thanks to Haley.
Irigoyen waits and a throw to first, up 10-1 in the fifth inning. Makes 0 sense, but never mind. It's almost as crazy as holding the runner on in a 10-1 game. The pitch. Swing and a high fly ball in the right center. It's pretty well hit, but it's going to stay in the yard. Smith makes the catch, and it is out number 2.
Now batting shortstop, number 12, Anthony Lasala.
2 outs here in the fifth for Strasburg. It'll be Anthony Lasala, the shortstop, 1 for 2, a single, and a fielder's choice, and the second. I want to thank everyone that is tuned in tonight, whether you're a Winchester or Strasburg fan, here on YouTube, Facebook, or Stretch Internet. Live coverage of Sunday baseball out of the Valley League. The pitch. And Lasala takes just off the plate, 1-0. And I got a piece of Lasala in the box. It doesn't feel good. 1-1. Crew Wilson came into this game last half inning. And he's going to try to log some innings and try to pick up a win here tonight for the Royals, for himself and the team. And another throw over to first. One. Way outside. Winchester 10 runs, 12 hits, and no errors. Strasburg 1 run, 4 hits, and 1 error. Two one. That misses. 3-1. Wilson's wondering where that was, but it was not a strike that time. Three and one. And another throw over to first. Three one. And a liner. Oh, got a piece of somebody in the Express dugout. And the count is full at 3-2. Counts full, 3-2. Runner will be moving from first here in the bottom of the fifth. Losalo awaits, and ball four.
Second baseman, number 5, Cade Parker.
So Cade Parker will step up here. 0 for 1 with a hit by a pitch in the second.
We've got a black and white tan wallet or pocketbook or whatever you want to call it in the press box. Someone left on the table. You can come up here and claim it. It's black and white.
Gray all over.
First and second, 2 outs. Cade Parker awaits the pitch from Wilson. Sidearms it up in the chin music kind of area. Wilson gives him a little stare down. 1-0. 1-0 the count. And that is line to third, picked up on a hop, and we're going to have another 5 unassisted here. As the Express, well, they don't leave 3 this time, but they leave 2. And Strasburg has left 11 men on base through 5 here tonight. We go to the 6th, 10-1 Winchester. Chandler Ballinger leads it off as we go to the top of the 6th inning. New pitcher for the Express, it's Drew DeSanto. He'll take over for Heath Clevenger, who went an inning and 2/3, allowing 5 hits, 4 runs. All 4 were earned, a walk and 3 strikeouts. 0-1 to Ballinger. In there, and it's 0-2. Chandler tonight is 2 for 3. Struck out his first time up, but doubled in the 3rd and the 4th and picked up an RBI in the 4th. Quickly 0-2. Here's the pitch. That's up high, 1-2. DeSanto has a 5 2/3 this summer, 2 strikeouts and a 12.70 ERA. 10-1 Royals in the 6th. The pitch, swing and a miss. He pulled the string, got him out in front on the changeup, and there's one out here in the 6th.
Number 14, Tyler Cox.
Comes Tyler Cox. Cox is 0 for 3 tonight, 2 strikeouts looking and a line out to short out of the 4 spot. And the pitch, way up high, 1-0. Scores around the Valley League. Covington leads Waynesboro 4-0 in the bottom of the 3rd. Right down the middle, 1-1. Front Royal on top of Stanton, 2-0 in the bottom of the 3rd. Woodstock trailing Purcellville 3-2, bottom 2. Culpeper leading Charlottesville 3-0, top of the 2nd. And that is fouled back. It is 1-2. Other game tonight, Newmarket and Harrisonburg tied at 0 in the bottom of the 1st. We'll start getting into our history a little bit here in the 6th. The 1-2. That's fouled back. Today in baseball history, June 18th, we go back to 1938. Babe Ruth signs a contract to coach with the Brooklyn Dodgers. The Babe dons a Dodger uniform the next day, entertains observers with a batting demonstration, and works the third base coaching box. 1-2. And that is lined into right. That's going to drop in front of the right fielder, Friend. So there's the first hit of the night for Tyler Cox, and hit number 13 for the Royals, as David Stokely will come up to bat here. David Stokely 0 for 2 tonight. He walked and scored a run back in that long 4th inning that saw 6 runs come across for Winchester. So righty-righty matchup here with Cox at first. That misses, 1-0. Popped up, fouling out of play, 1-1.
Please return all foul balls to the train station, in exchange for which you'll get a free spot and, of course, our eternal gratitude.
One. Slow slider misses, 2-1. Today in 1977, New York Yankees outfielder Reggie Jackson and team manager Billy Martin become involved in a dugout confrontation at Fenway Park that is seen on national television. That is crushed. Center field, but De Los Santos is going to have just enough room. He makes the catch almost in straightaway center field. Good piece of hitting from Stokely, but he just didn't have enough. Kind of similar to the hit that De Los Santos, or the pitch that De Los Santos hit out there last night in the 9th inning. He hit it well, but not well enough. So a deep fly out to center, and here's Josh Hogue. He homered his last time up and fouls it away, 0-1. Continuing on that confrontation between Billy Martin and Reggie Jackson that was seen on TV back in '77. We'll get to that in a second. 0-1 to Hogue, and that misses. After Martin removed Reggie Jackson for loafing on a ball to right field, Jackson questioned his manager and the dugout, and it didn't go well as they were both separated by another coach. That's in the dirt, 2-1. Today in 2000, Mike Lansing of the Rockies hits for the cycle in a 19-2 victory over the Diamondbacks, getting one of the 4 hits in each of the first 4 innings. It's believed to be the quickest cycle in MLB history, as Josh Hogue has done it again. It's a 2-run home run, and the dominating performance of the Royals continues on here in the 6th inning. A 2-run shot, his 4th hit of the night. He's 4 for 4. And the Royals continue to put it on the Express. It's 12-1 here in the 6th.
Right fielder number 30, Evan Smith.
Hit number 14 of the night for the Royals. So the Royals have now scored in 4 consecutive innings, showing bunt and taking, and it's I'm sorry, but that's bad. Showing bunt in a 12-1 game. Oh my goodness. He's hit by a pitch. I'm sorry, but that's just inexcusable.
Second baseman number 3, Danny Baez.
Evan Smith, who struck out his first 2 times up, walks in the 5th and shows bunt in a 12-1 game and gets hit by a pitch. Here's Danny Baez, and he chops one foul, 0-1. It's been all Winchester tonight. They have crushed the baseball here in Strasburg. 0-1, and runner is going. Throw to second is not in time. So the Royals are stealing a base in a 12-1 game. And the count is 0-2. Baez awaits. The pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Well, Winchester's not showing any signs of slowing down when it comes to hitting the ball and when it comes to stealing bases up 12-1. We go to the bottom of the 6th. Strasburg getting into some trouble, into mercy run territory. We're back after this. Welcome back to Strasburg. We go to the bottom of the 6th. Strasburg down 12-1, and they will send up 1, 2, 3. Hooks, Castillo, and Friend. The pitch in there for a strike. Strasburg down 11 here, and if we get to the 7th and after 7, if Strasburg can't get it to less than 10, then this ball game would be over. Crew Wilson deals, and Hooks fouls it into the glove. The count is 0-2. Ty Hooks walked back in the 4th. The 0-2. And that misses down low. We'll continue with our history here in the now bottom of the 6th inning. One-two. Pitch. Swing and a pop-up foul. Again, for those watching on Facebook, I do apologize. It seems that these scammers are continuing to try to paste fake links into our stream here. So again, just ignore anyone that tells you to click on a link that's some game stream, because it all requires your credit card. 1-2. And Hooks goes down on strikes, looking for the second time tonight. And there's one out here in the sixth.
Victor Castillo.
Here's Castillo. Victor is 1 for 3 tonight. And he chops one foul. Today in 2002, in interleague play, the Chicago Cubs defeat the Texas Rangers 4-3. As for the first time in Major League history, 4 members of the 400 home run club play in the same game. Palmeiro, Gonzalez, Sammy Sosa, McGriff. You'll never see that again. 0-1, especially with those guys. Yeah, they won't be there. 1-1. One ball, one strike, one out to Victor Castillo. He was ready to bat and didn't realize the umpire wasn't back there. Need him. 12-1, bottom 6. Again, Crew Wilson's in line for the win here tonight. 1-1. And a swing and a ground ball to second. Coming to his left is Baez. He will throw just in time. And Victor Castillo is out number 2 here in the 6th.
Fueling the Express tonight is a young lady who has been a host family for us for a lot. She's done an awful lot for us.
Jacob Friend, the right fielder, a ground out to third, and 2 walks tonight.
Fielder number 13, Jacob Friend.
Today in 2009, in a start delayed by rain for over 5 hours at Yankee Stadium, Craig Stammen earns his first career victory when the Nationals shut out the Yankees 3-0. The first homerless game at Yankee Stadium since its opening in April, as that misses 2-0. Hard to believe new Yankee Stadium's been open since 2009. With the very, very, very short porch and right. 2-1. That's like our short porch here. 2-2. Yeah, I don't know if we've even hit one. Strasburg has hit one. They've hit some to left, but right field, I don't know. Have to consult with the truck. 2-2 with 2 outs here in the 6th. And that misses. Excuse me, 2-1 the count with 2 outs here in the inning. Scoreboard watching too much here. Not that that's a bad thing. Most of the time. 2-1. And that's just off the plate. 3-1. And Winchester now bickering at the home plate umpire again in a 12-1 game. Three balls and a strike to Friend. And same spot. And Jacob Friend has walked for the 3rd time in a row.
Center fielder number 3, Joe De La Santos.
He was consistent. Here's Joe De Los Santos batting with a man at first and 2 outs. We got started tonight at 6:02. We're about 2 hours into the game. De Los Santos awaits, and he takes low. Today in 2010, in his 3rd Major League start, the Nationals' Steven Strasburg strikes out 10 to set a Major League record with 32 in his first 3 games, beating the mark of 29 held by J.R. Richard. 1-0. That's inside. 2-0. Oh, called strike inside. 2-1. Today in 2012, the old knuckleballer R.A. Dickey throws his 2nd consecutive one-hitter and beating the Orioles 5-0. 2-1. And that's over De Los Santos' head, but caught by the catcher, Stokely. 3-1. Oh, here's a fitting one from 2013 after this pitch. 3-1. Ball 4. All right, back-to-back walks with 2 outs here in the 6th. It'll bring up O'Shaughnessy, who has a hit tonight.
Now batting third baseman, number 17, Michael O'Shaughnessy.
Today in 2013, the city of San Jose, California files a suit in federal court against Major League Baseball and Commissioner Bud Selig, arguing that it suffered millions of dollars in damages because the MLB refused to allow the Oakland Athletics to move to a new ballpark there. Fast forward to 2023, and the Oakland A's are going to be heading out of Oakland, California. We've got a mound visit here. Pitching coach coming out to talk to
These are the white tickets. The
Crew Wilson.
Jackpot tonight, 130.
All right, mound visit continues. Today in 2014, Clayton Kershaw of the Dodgers throws the second no-hitter of the year, shutting out the Rockies 8-0. It comes less than a month after his teammate Josh Beckett pitched a no-hitter on May 26. Kershaw struck out 15 without giving up a walk. The only base runner came on a 2-base error by shortstop Hanley Ramirez in the 8th inning. 2 outs in the inning, 2 outs in the inning, 1 ball for O'Shaughnessy. The pitch, and he hits one up the middle off the mound. It's into the outfield. It's a base hit. 1 will score, and the ball goes all the way by the center fielder. 2 are going to score, and the Express are back out of run rule territory for the time being. It's 12-3. So it'll be a single and an E8. And that's going to be it for Crew Wilson. So O'Shaughnessy with his second hit of the night. He got the second on the E8. He will be credited with 1 RBI or 2.
1 RBI.
With 1 RBI. We will take a quick break. Pitching change here in Strasburg. A former member of the Express, I think a 2-year member of the Express, Trevor Sharp. So Trevor Sharp will take over here for the Royals in a 12-3 game. Sharp out of Shepherd College from Bunker Hill, West Virginia, 6'4" lefty, 195. He will come in here with Strasburg having a man on second and 2 outs. Logan Vaughn will bat. He's 1 for 2 tonight. And he swings and misses at a changeup down. It is 0-1. O'Shaughnessy at second, and he pops it up foul. It's 0-2. So now Strasburg not down by 10 anymore. They're down by 9. So they are out of mercy rule parameters for now. Oh, and 2. Breaking ball hit up the middle to second. Might have broke the bat. Baez. Fields throws to first in time. And the half inning is over. Strasburg does score a couple of runs as they pick up 1 hit and leave a man on base. We go to the 7th, 12-3, Winchester. (12-3) Winchester as we go to the top of the 7th inning here on Father's Day on the 18th of June in 2023. The first pitch from DeSanto to Cade Hamilton is a called strike. 0-1. Hamilton, a home run, a double, a strikeout. He's got 3 RBIs and 2 runs scored. 0-1 from DeSanto. And it's a ground ball to second. Parker fields. He throws to first in time. And there's 1 out here in the 7th. Back to the top of the lineup, it's J.C. Cologne. He's 2 for 4.
Shortstop, number 6, J.C. Cologne.
Today in 2015, Garrett Cole became the first 11-game winner in the majors as he led the Pirates to a 3-2 win over the White Sox. The Pirates had won 8 in a row after this day. Mark Melancon recorded his 23rd save, tied for the Major League lead. The pitch is a called strike to Cologne, 0-1. And slow breaking ball misses. Also today in 2015, Ned Yost becomes the winningest manager in team history as the Royals defeat his former team, the Brewers, 3-2. Yost's 411th win at the helm moves him past Hall of Famer Whitey Herzog. It is quickly 1-2. Ball and 2 strikes. DeSanto deals, and that is blooped into center. It's a base hit. Cologne with his 3rd single and now 3rd consecutive at-bat. Jack Hay will step up. He's already doubled in a couple of runs tonight.
Left fielder, number 31, Jack Hay.
Today in 2017, Nolan Arenado hits a walk-off homer in the ninth to complete a cycle as the Rockies defeated the Giants 7-5. Jack Hay takes a strike. Well, the potential, I should say, go ahead and winning run is at first.
Henry.
0-1. That's in the dirt. Runner's going to move up in the scoring position on the wild pitch. So now Jack Hay could single and make this once again a 10-run game. Strasburg will have 7, 8, 9 due up in the bottom of the seventh. 1-1 from DeSanto to Hay. That is a ground ball to third. O'Shaughnessy fields. He throws to first. It's off the mark, down the line. Runner being held at third, runner being held at first. It'll be an E5, and the Royals have first and third with still only one out here in the seventh. Just a flat-out ugly performance today by the Express.
Number 33, Chandler Ballinger.
Here's Chandler Ballinger. He's 2 for 4, 2 doubles, an RBI, and 2 strikeouts. And he fouls it straight back, 0-1. Those are history notes from today in baseball history, June 18th. Wanted to get to them early just in case. Oh and 1 to Ballinger. Check swing, he went around, and it's 0-2. Winchester would love to get that man in from third. Let's see if they can do it. Cologne's at third, Hayes at first. Winchester with 12 runs on 15 hits, 0-2. Check swing, he almost went around again. No appeal.
Check it.
No appeal at all. 1 and 2. One-two pitch. And a ground ball to first. Going to go for the double play. Nope, runners have to hold at third. So they get the out at first. And there are 2 outs. So runner does move to second, but out at first is Ballinger.
Third baseman, number 14, Tyler Cox.
He hit it hard. All right, here's Tyler Cox. 1 for 4 with a single in the 6th. Second and third, 2 outs. And the pitch. That's up high. 1-0. I wonder if Winchester would try to score on a wild pitch. 1-0. That's up and out. 2-0. 2-0. That is at the bottom of the zone for a strike, 2-1. Covington leads Waynesboro 6-1 in the top of the 5th. Front Royal on top of Stanton 5-0 bottom 4. Woodstock trails Percival 4-2 top 5. 2-1 is hit into left center, and that is going to be called. And we will play at least 8 here tonight from Strasburg. 12-3 as we go to the bottom of the 7th.
JoJo Irigoyen.
We go to the bottom of the 7th. Strasburg down 12-3, and because Winchester couldn't get a run across in the top of the 7th, we will play at least 8. JoJo Irigoyen will lead off against Trevor Sharp. First pitch is a breaking ball out of the zone, 1-0. Winchester 12 runs on 15 hits and no errors. Strasburg 3 runs, 5 hits, and 2 errors. And that is lined in the right. It's a base hit. So that is hit number 6 on the night for the Express.
12, Anthony LaSala.
So Anthony LaSala will now bat. Irigoyen's first hit of the night. LaSala has been on 3 times tonight, a fielder's choice, a single, and a walk. Facing Trevor Sharp, former member of the Express in past years. Breaking ball misses outside, 1-0. Strasburg, if they want to crack away at this, they need to score at least 3 this inning. That's in the dirt, 2-0. 2-0. LaSala probably swinging away, and he hits a high fly in the center. Can of corn for the center fielder, Hogue. And there's 1 out here in the 7th.
Second baseman, number 5, Cade Parker.
Cade Parker, the second baseman, coming up here with a man on first and 1 out. Again, tomorrow both of these teams will be off. Strasburg will be back in action at Stanton Tuesday. That's a doubleheader. The pitch. Fastball off the plate. And then we will be back here on Wednesday against Covington, at Woodstock Thursday, and then we're home Friday and Saturday before the All-Star game on Sunday. So All-Star game's earlier than normal, I think, earlier in the season. 1-0. Breaking ball up high and end, 2-0. Parker hit by a pitch back in the second. 2-0. And Sharp will throw to first. It's turned out to be a beautiful night at the ballpark. Other than if you ignore the scoreboard if you're a Strasburg fan. Swing and a foul tip into the glove. Big hack there from Parker, 2-1. Little breeze. If you look, you can't see it in the frame, but out towards right. And over by the Little League field, the orange and pink sky. 2-1. Parker pops one up. Shallow left. Hay calls and makes the catch. And there are 2 outs. Back to the top for Strasburg. Ty Hooks, the DH.
DH, number 11, Ty Hooks.
Uncharacteristically 0 for 3 so far for Ty. Does have a walk. And, oh my, he gets that called again on a breaking ball in and down. 0-1. Sharp facing his former catcher, 0-1. Another nasty one, this time a legit pitch, 0-2. Express down 9 here in the 7th, 0-2. Here going, might take off, nope. Breaking ball, and this time it's a ball, might have been up, 1-2. Still a pretty good crowd hanging around here at the ballpark, especially those Winchester fans. You know, they're not going home early. 1-2. And the dirt off the catcher's glove and getting to second base. It'll be scored a wild pitch. Two. Sharp sets. He deals. Down low. Count is full, 3-2. No bullpen action for the Royals. They look to be seeing if Sharp can get through this and maybe even another inning. 3-2. Foul ball. Got hooks in the box. Catcher's going to show some respect to a fellow catcher and give him a second. He's going to walk the ball out. Sharp's going to stare at the dirt for a little bit and then look up. Giving Ty Hooks a little time, the umpire and the catcher, so respect to Stokely and the home plate umpire for that. So we will do it again, 3-2. Sharp shakes off one. Gets one he likes. Stokely laying him down. 3-2. Runner at second. He deals. Strike 3 called. And now Peyton Trawick going to come out and say you got to be better than that. And he could get tossed because you're not supposed to argue balls and strikes at all. So fortunate that he still hasn't been tossed yet.
Okay, we've got a Krabby Maggie's gift certificate. 401.
So Peyton Trawick is still in the game as of now. Base umpire's telling him to get in the dugout. Hooks goes down looking for the third time tonight. All right, we'll let you know if anything happens here with Trawick. Definitely want to try to avoid getting tossed out of the game. We go to the bottom of the 7th. We go to the we go to the top of the 8th in Strasburg. Mitchell Smith will take over and do the pitching. With Strasburg down 12-3, and he is facing Stokely, Hogue, and Smith here in the inning, the 1-0. And that's lined into right, off the glove of the first baseman. Castillo with a great effort. Looked like it was going to get into right, but it never did. Castillo made a great effort. Kept it in front of him, but reaching on the infield single is Stokely.
Center fielder number 22, Joshua Hogue.
Hit number 16 of the night for the Royals. Well, here's Josh Hogue. He's 4 for 4, 2 singles, 3 runs scored, 3 RBIs, and 2 home runs. He's also been caught stealing. That's his only blunder of the night. 1-0. 1-0 from Smith. And that is crushed down the right field line, and that's going to be into the corner. Rounding first, on his way to second. It's going to be a double, and Hogue is now a triple shy of the cycle here in this one.
Right fielder number 30, Evan Smith.
Here's Evan Smith, and again, this was part of the issue with Strasburg scoring those 2 runs. Yeah, it kept them in the game, but now, I mean, you're having to burn arms now. That kind of hurts. He will work from the windup against Evan Smith. First pitch misses, 1-0. 12-3 Royals here in the top of the 8th inning. Smith will wait for Smith to get back in the box. 1-0. Swing and a miss. Slow breaking ball. Might have been a knuckleball. Stokely's at third. Hogue's at second. 1-1 from Mitchell Smith. That's outside, 2-1. Two one misses. It's 3-1. And that is popped up. Center field. De Los Santos will be called off by Irigoyen. Going to draw the throw, and there is one out. So Irigoyen with a strong throw in, holding the runners at second and third. Now 1 out, and Danny Baez will bat.
Danny Baez.
Baez 1 for 4 tonight with a home run, reached on an error, popped out, and struck out. And it's a strike, 0-1. Smith deals. That's low. He's getting it and dealing. Not wasting any time. 1-1. And he will throw an ephus. Comes across at 52 miles per hour unofficially. And the count is 2-1. 2-1 pitch. And now he throws a fastball. It's lined up the middle. It's a base hit. 1 will score. 2 will score as De Los Santos just throws it in the second. And it's 14-3 Royals.
The DH, number 10, Cade Hamilton.
So he went with the slow stuff and then tried to throw a fastball by him, and it didn't work out. Here's Cade Hamilton. 14-3 here in the 8th. Hamilton's halfway to the cycle. Multiple guys are halfway or 3/4 to the cycle for the Royals. That's a breaking ball in there, 0-1. Just need guys to get out in front and pop up at this point. 0-1. He like stepped into it there when he swung. 0-2, like he was moving in the box. 0-2 the count. Mitchell Smith said he's way ahead. The pitch. Fastball, strike 3 called as he gets it by him. Hamilton goes down looking, and there are 2 outs here in the 8th inning.
Shortstop, number 6, J.C. Cologne.
2 outs. Here's J.C. Cologne. Cologne has singled his last 3 times up. He has 2 RBIs and a run scored. And it's a called strike, 0-1. Oh, 1. Slow breaking ball popped up behind the plate. And it's into the bleachers. Somebody made a catch back there.
Give that Van a contract.
Oh, and 2 the count to Cologne. Smith deals. It's a line pop up into left. It's going to drop. And J.C. Cologne, after starting 0 for 2, has 4 hits in his last 4 at-bats. Hit number 19 for the Royals.
Left fielder number 31, Jack Hay.
Just got enough of that one and was able to pop it up. Here's Jack Hay. He's 2 for 5 tonight. He's been on 3 times. And that's a broken back grounder to first. Gobbled up by Castillo. The play is made. And the half inning is over. Winchester with 2 more runs. They lead it 14-3. Strasburg will have to score 2 in the bottom of the 8th or this game will be called. We'll be back after this. We have a pinch hitter here in the bottom of the 8th for Strasburg. It'll be Reese Woody. He will bat for Victor Castillo in the 2 spot. Castillo finishes the night at 1 for 4. Woody out of George Mason University will face the lefty Sharp, and he takes a strike 0-1. Oh, 1. Ball outside, 1-1. One pitch is a pop up to third and over the third baseman's head. He didn't make any effort at all to make the catch. Cox watched it go over his head, and that's a leadoff single here in the 8th for Reese Woody for the Express. Here comes Jacob Friend, the right fielder.
Now batting number 13, Jacob Friend.
Lefty against lefty here. And it's in the dirt, 1-0. So I believe the way things are going to shake out, if we do end up finishing an 8 here, Ethan Griffith came very close because he would have had to throw, I believe, 4 innings. But he might, so I don't think he's going to be able to qualify as that one misses. He went 3 2/3. Typically, you would need 5 for a 9-inning game. So he would need 4 for an 8-inning game. So he's probably going to come a guy short or an out short. 2-0. And that's right down the middle, 2-1. So Crew Wilson is currently in line, according to my numbers, for a Winchester victory. That's if they can keep it at 10 or more here in the inning. 2-1. And chopped foul, it's 2-2. Two the count to Jacob Friend out of Davidson. Sharp sets he deals. Swing and a high pop-up. Here comes Hogue. He will make the catch, and there's one out here in the 8th. 1 up, 1 down for Joe De Los Santos, the center fielder.
Center fielder number 3, Joe De Los Santos.
Joe has walked twice tonight. He's also scored a run. And the Royals are going to the bullpen. We'll be back. Back to baseball as we go from the pitching change to the new arm, and we've got a cross-up that could have been really bad. Stokely, I mean, I don't know how that wasn't a cross-up, but he didn't go out to talk to him. So the count is 1-0 to De Los Santos as there's a throw over to first. New pitcher is Michael Harpster, the righty, trying to finish this thing off here. Swing and a miss. He blew it by him. 1-1. Harpster out of East Tennessee State University from Lynchburg, Virginia, in a non-save situation. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Up and in, 2-1. He's got velocity. Might not know quite yet where he's firing it, but he throws hard, that's for sure. 2 balls and a strike. Woody at first. De Los Santos at the plate. 14-3 Winchester. Breaking ball, and De Los Santos hits it well, but with room and right is Smith. And the Express are 1 out away from being mercy ruled here tonight. Michael O'Shaughnessy will bat.
Number 17, Michael O'Shaughnessy.
I guess one way to look at it is if O'Shaughnessy hits a home run here, we're going 9. So now the first baseman is not going to hold him on. So it took to 2 outs in the 8th. He's no longer going to hold. O'Shaughnessy, a single, a hit by pitch, a line out, and a single. He also has an RBI as that one misses 1-0. One more look at scores around the league. 1-0. That misses. Covington leads Waynesboro 6-1 in the 6th. Newmarket leading Harrisonburg 1-0 in the top of the 5th. Front Royal still leading Stanton 6-0 in the bottom of the 6th. Charlottesville now leading Culpeper 5-3 in the 4th. Woodstock trailing at home against Percyville 5-2. Swing and a miss 2-1. It's been all Winchester tonight. Strasburg has only walked 2 men tonight, but the hits have hurt them. 2-1. Strike called off the plate. It's 2-2. The pitch. This time it's a ball. 3-2. Runner can move from first here. 3-2 from Harpster. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. And the ball game will come to a close via the mercy rule. At 8:48 here on Father's Day Sunday, the Winchester Royals come into town and absolutely put it to the Express tonight by a final score of 14-3. The winning pitcher tonight in this ball game is Crew Wilson. He went 2 innings, allowed 2 hits, 2 runs, 1 earned, 3 walks, and a strikeout. The losing pitcher is Braxton Shelton, 3 1/3, 7 hits, 6 runs, 5 earned, 1 walk, and 4 strikeouts. Final line score here in tonight's ball game: the Winchester Royals, 14 runs on 19 hits and no errors. The Strasburg Express, 3 runs, 6 hits, and 2 errors. With the loss, Strasburg falls to 9-6. They've now lost 2 games in a row. Meanwhile, Winchester ups their record to 9-6, and they are now tied with the Express in the standings. Tomorrow's game, there is no game for either one of these teams. They're both off. They will both be playing on Tuesday. Again, Strasburg will be on the road on Tuesday. They're at Stanton for a doubleheader. And we will be back here on Wednesday as the Express will host the Covington Lumberjacks. Again, we appreciate you joining us here tonight.
He was in the 5th. He pitched the 4th, 5th, and into the 6th. So he would be the winning.
Again, thank you for joining us here tonight on Father's Day Sunday. For those Express fathers, not much of a present, but we appreciate you joining us here tonight. Out of the Valley Baseball League, Winchester wins it in 8 innings, 14-3. We'll talk to you again on Wednesday night from Strasburg. This is Kyle Gutschall signing off for the 2023 Strasburg Express and the Valley Baseball League.
I was having